Good morning from beautiful New Mexico. Slept pretty darn well last night. It's a nice warm morning. We're getting an earlier start today. It's about 8 o'clock. And I'm trying to get to Hopewell Lake Campground. It's some 50 miles from here with a lot of climbing. So hopefully the day goes well. I'm gonna go and get my helmet on here and get started. Come along and let's see what we get into today. This road is completely unmaintained and it's just full on like off-road vehicle, not truck, like off-road jacked up truck road. Whew, just walk it, we'll be fine. Y'all, man, this rock garden just keeps going. I think I got like 3/4 of a mile left on it. Passed some others earlier today in a vehicle, and it sounds like after this there's some really big, really deep mud puddles, but heck, as long as it doesn't, it's just so hard to push at this grade over this bigger rocks. I mean, this grade's probably, it's sitting somewhere around 20+%. It's steep and it's rough. That person wasn't lying when they said there were really big mud puddles coming up. I guess we'll just walk around them, I guess. It's lunchtime, y'all. Hopefully the wind's not too bad for you. I got a new dead cat on the camera here, but noise reduction's got to stay turned off. So again, apologize going forward on the rest of this series for the wind. Found me a little shaded spot here. I'm about 25 miles in today. I'm gonna take a lunch here and kind of just rest my legs, regather myself. I'm feeling good. It was just that first 15 miles today was absolutely brutal. Basically, once you cross into New Mexico, where there's a sign for Carson National Forest coming off of the Manga Pass there, it's just, the road's garbage. It's not maintained. So my legs feel good, I feel good, but my upper body's a little burnt. That was a lot of pushing on the bike. I think that might be the most hike a bike I've had out here this entire Great Divide adventure of mine. So anyways, I'm gonna eat lunch. 23 miles, about the same amount. We've done like 2,400 feet of climbing. We got another 2,400 to go. I'm trying to get to Hopewell Lake Campground. I hope to get there. We should. But we finished the day. To get up to that campground is a little over just short of 6 miles. It's like a 5.6 mile climb. So yeah, we're taking a break. Yeah, well, it's raining. I mean, it's coming down hard. But these trees here seem to be blocking the wind real good. I'm gonna give it 5 minutes and see if this blows over me. I have a feeling it's not, but if it at least if it dies down a little bit, it'll be more tolerable. Well, y'all, we have New Mexico's famous peanut butter mud here, just caking onto everything. And that's why I carry a spackle knife, not just for delicious peanut butter, but for peanut butter mud as well. Just get in there with it and give it a good scrape. All that stuff right off the bike. We're gonna have to do this probably quite a few times today. We are so close to our campsite. I could pop a squat anywhere. There's some good spots right here, but I'm gonna try to persevere and get there. We're less than 10 miles away. So, I've been pushing the bike now for like 40 minutes. Was having to stop like literally every 10 feet to 8 feet even. It was just, bike's just getting completely caked in mud and you can't push it, it won't roll. So, not a proud moment, but walking on the side of the road using the grass, just keeping the mud from caking up to the bike. It's also keeping it from caking up to my shoes. We're almost, I think, further enough west where the storm was. I think the road will be dry here in just a little short bit. I'd love to camp here, but there's no water up here. I've got enough I could get through the night, but I'm gonna try to go at least for another hour, maybe two. See if I can't get to Hopewell Lake. We'll see. All right, so brief little update for you all. Steve and Andy, also now known as the Mud Rescue Brothers, saw me walking down and they were like, we'll get you to the highway. Dropped me off at the highway about 3, maybe 4 miles from where the other outlet from the highway was. I'll take it, Steve and Andy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The bike's covered in mud. Hopefully some of it clears here. Hopefully with this muddy drivetrain, I don't do too much damage to it. I'm gonna go for Hopewell Lake. I'm probably about 8 miles from it right now, maybe 7. I got that big climb up to get up to it. I think that's a climb. I'm not too sure at this point. Anyways, I'm moving forward. Well, made it to Hopewell Lake last night. Not too late. We were definitely out later going to Whiskey Grove right outside Pinedale weeks ago, but that was intentional. All in all, yesterday riding, I did about 48 miles and 4,600 feet of gain, so I was still able to get my goal in. It just kind of came down in a roundabout way. Got to camp and it started raining about an hour after I got here. I hadn't stopped for more than 10 minutes all night, and now it's been raining for well over an hour straight. I can't ride the main route today. There's a lot of 55 miles from here to Abiquiu. There's 23 miles of it's paved, which is okay, fine. But the other half of those 55 miles are some of it's on unimproved road. Unimproved road means wheel-sucking mud like we had yesterday. And it's nowhere near dry enough right now to even attempt that. I can take the highway 64 to the Highway 84 down into Abiquiu. The weather said that this area, the rain's not supposed to stop till 11 a.m. For context, it is 7:57 a.m. right now. I've been up since 6 and it's been raining the whole time. So, all right. So a maintenance person came by, saw me look at the board. I was gonna go down to the lake and get water because at Hopewell Lake, apparently all the water sources here are all turned off for some reason. So he saw me about to head down to the lake and filter. He gave me some water, which helped me out. He had a little water tank in the back of his pickup. He also had a hose and was able to spray off the bike, which is so helpful. I mean, the bike obviously got here fine yesterday, but with all that mud stuff, it's just gonna wear out the brake pads and wear out the chain. So being able to spray that off was a huge help. I was able to get some cell service through my cell carrier. It looks like it's about 72 miles to Abiquiu via the highway. I have no idea how much gain there will be, but I'm looking at the topographical maps and the terrain. It looks like it's going to skirt around in between the mountains for the most part. There will be some climbs. So I'm hopeful that it works out. So just time to pack up. I'm not stoked on having to reroute. I told myself I'm not a slave to the route, and that if I needed to do an alternate that made things easier or do a reroute, it would be due to weather or something, or mechanical or something like that. And that's what we're having to do right now. Anyways, I'm mentally just kind of just a little beat up just because I really didn't want to reroute, but it's necessary. Gonna try to just stay in a positive mindset as best as I can and tell myself that it is what it is and it's out of my control. So, time to get rolling. So, quick little update. That sign says we're about to do a steep descent. It's probably going to be long. Been climbing this morning on what I believe is an unnamed pass. Looks like we just passed Brazos Peak, and I think we just summited whatever kind of pass this was. At the top here, I was able to get cell service. I was actually able to use my ride with GPS, not a sponsor, and I was actually able to create a route in the app. So not only now do I have a line to follow, I didn't need that. This is easy, just follow the highway till it splits left or right and go left. But since I created the route, it tells me when the climbs are coming up, which helps me plan my energy expenditure, which I really like to have. But it also tells me feet gain and all that. It feels good to at least kind of know what's up ahead. The uncertainty was really starting to weigh on me. And I've ridden blind before, but I just think today, the weather we've been having weather I've been having the last week, being covered in mud, still being slightly wet from last night, and yesterday all around just being wet from yesterday, it's kind of good to kind of have a little bit of a line of sight. So that being said, it looks like we're about to descend. If we go by Google Maps, it looks like we may be descending like 2,900 feet right now. So I don't know, but what you're about to see is going to be a surprise to you, and it's going to be a surprise to me. All right, so about 30 miles in, 42 miles left, I think. Just hit Tierra Amarilla. Town's right back here, not making a stop. Man, that was truly like a 20-mile downhill. That was just screaming. And I'll tell you what, guys, I'm still very bummed about having to reroute, but at least I had some views. Like, it could have been way worse. Anyways, gonna turn off of Highway 64 here and get onto Highway 84. 84 already looks to be drastically more busy than 64 was. There's been tons of traffic coming by here while I had a quick snack and water break. So I'm just gonna keep my blinkies on and press down the road, see what else we get into. Just made it to El Cuerno Cantina, as well as Mustang Gas. About 42 miles in for the day. I got about 30 more miles to get to Abiquiu. It's sometime around 3:15, 3:30. I'm just gonna grab me a quick cold drink if I can, and then press on that 30 miles to Abiquiu. Made it to the Abiquiu Retreat on the River. It's another residence where the homeowners open up their home to cyclists and thru hikers. This one's not free, it's for minimal cost. Camping here, I want to say, is $10, and if you want to stay in one of the huts that has a bed, it's $20. They have a shower here, even have a sauna. I hear there might be laundry. Also here is Pete and Thomas, the father-son British duo. They needed to pick up tires, so they spent the day here taking the free shuttle, free bus up to another town where there's a Walmart where they could get tires. Got here, did about 71.63 miles today and 2,575 feet of climbing. So almost 20 miles more than planned, almost 400 to 600 feet more gain than planned. I feel good, but I definitely need to get some rest tonight, because tomorrow we go up what many consider to be the hardest sustained climb on the entire Great Divide mountain bike route. When I leave Abiquiu tomorrow to the 24-mile point, we would have done 4,000 feet, around that much of gain. I plan to go that far. If I go anywhere beyond that, that's great, but the plan is to at least get that far tomorrow. Unfortunately, with today's reroute and all the rain that delayed in the morning, I actually got into town after the grocery store closed. There is a cafe up the street still that I could go to if I want to. But Thomas and Pete, they when they went to Walmart, they got some extra food and told me they would just make me dinner tonight, not worry about it. We'd have some meatballs, it'd be all good. So thank you, Pete. Thank you, Thomas. I've got enough food for tonight, but it beats eating, you know, protein bars and peanut butter. With all that being said, like I said, tomorrow's a big day. I need to get some sleep. I want to enjoy this sunset. So if you enjoyed today's video or any of the other videos, do the social media thing, do the YouTube thing, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you all in the morning.